Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV present the Digital Lectureship 2026. Tonight's speaker, Paul Opong. Opening up the book of Obadiah. Theme: Minor Books, Major Messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Join us Wednesday, August 5th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariotatv.com and don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X and YouTube.
This is Chariot.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might play with him.
Fire falls from heaven. It shows, hey, wait a minute, there really is someone up there. He really does exist. And I see this fire that fell from heaven. He must be really up there like Daniel 2:28 says that he is. I know there is a God in heaven. He's the one true God.
What it was 2,000 years ago is everything that God expected for it to be until the Lord comes back again.
The most frightening of them all, hell is a place that will last for all eternity. Revelation 14 and verse 11 says, "And the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest."
We also know from reading the Bible that the soul is something that can be impacted by the truth of God's Word.
Social media for you preach come on in once your viewers 400 500 now we don't go good panel on 5,000 50,000 it's not going to be in the penny the antenna which the antenna.
The devil never had a chance. It's tempting in every generation, I suppose, to wake up and look at the state of the world and think, oh no, he's getting us. No, he's getting his children. And friends, he's always had his children. God's people win. Faithful go to heaven.
What will your answer be?
Bible. And that's what it's saying. And it's saying,
Shaping you out. And so when you look at the flowers and the trees you have in your building, you cut them, you shape them, make sure they look so clean and nice. That is God's way of shaping you. So you listen to sermons, preachings, they are supposed to shape us.
The reason the silver that I have is so pure is because it's been passed through the refiner's fire, hasn't it? All the impurities, all the corruption, all the pollutants have been burned out of it, and that is what is left, nothing but pure silver. And notice he says not once, not twice, 7 times.
We don't understand the word of God. That if we have all the properties in this world, and the soul is not able to live in Christ, what is the problem?
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. No question there, no doubt, no room for it's a possibility. There might be a chance. It's a 99% probability. This is a knowledge claim, and it's a knowledge claim that you can know.
See his shining face, for it all, that I might play with him, might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place. He bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live. My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live. He broke the bonds of sin and set the captive free. Bore it all, that I might live. In His presence live. He bore it all.
Digital Lectureship, day 5 of Digital Lectureship is live. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Let us know where you are watching us from. But you baby are here free. Na yemudi. You baby are here free. If you are watching us, let us know where you are watching us from. Let's drop a comment in the comment section and we'll be glad to read it. Baby are here free. I say some comment. We are share everybody na every room. This is day 5 of Digital Lectureship. Day 5. I shall say day 1. No? Overview of the minor prophets. The boni nyina tofa wewura ni nyina mu so nyina ka hu ni nyina ho asem ana ye ekogu. Day 1 ana ye day 2 no ana ye the book of Hosea homa no ye hwe mu suko dodo mu suko sua mu ade betipensi mu ana ye sua ho ade sa. The next day, third day, ana ye the book of Joel Joel homa no so ye sua yate ase ye biebie mu so won kan ya ene to us. Day 4, the book of Amos, that is Enra. Amos of Human, na ene mechanism. When say some comment to be a shall see let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comments. Bafo Crampem Leroy is watching us from Ireland, Galway, Ireland. Patrick KBC or from the only Sun City in the whole world. Well, Asante Bekwai there, and yes, Sun City. Minima we are credible. I don't know by Sun City or Asante Bekwai, but let us know you're watching that from particularly or free Asante Bekwai. Ejameza say watching John the former Baptist. Ejameza, let us know you're watching us from. We'll be glad. Brother Harry Boateng say he's watching us from Boston. Minini say Kaswa Boston Libya. But we there, Buffalo Cramping the War is ready to learn as well. Okay. Yamame Hadassah, the Kugati, or say, watching us from Cove City, Cove City, the only flower city in the whole world. So, I'm Kakra Mecca, Cove City, flower city pet, or I know, Anna Paul Suman, so says, watching us from Accra. God bless you too. Patrick, also Sunyane. Okay, Intinya Santiago quiet, Yati. Let us know where you're watching us from. Target. When you come in, just let us know where you are watching us from. You can help the program by typing in the comment section. Just type in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, just type in the comment section. Let us know. And one thing you can do to help us, we want to get the message out. We want people to get the message. And to get the message, there are things that we can do. One of them is that just type #DL2026. Just type it in the comment section. Whether you're watching us from Facebook, whether you're watching us from YouTube, just type #. I'll let our producer put it inside the comment section right now. Just type hashtag DL2026 in the comment section. It will go and it will be part of the algorithms, and people will start searching for hashtag DL2026. Well, also you can also help us by typing in the comment section at highlight. Just type at highlight in the comment section. If you type at highlight, it will tag all your friends. It will notify your friends that you are live on Facebook. You are watching something interesting that you want them to know. But more than the type of at highlight. It should say Patrick. Abebio. Hey, Patrick. Ejahamo Mr. 2026. Ejahamo with them Mr. 2026. 2026. Abebio so you will say 2023, dear 2023. Hey, Asemo. Sylvester say, greetings, brethren. We are ready for Obadiah. Sylvester, let us know where you're watching us from. And please type in the comment section at highlight. Send a bear. Type at highlight in your comment section and tag friends and type hashtag DL2026. Let us know. Let us know in the comment section. There are more hashtags coming in. Yeah, we are all coming. Yes, brethren are joining, and we want to hit today. We want to hit +50. We want to hit +50. Possibly maybe we hit 100 today. I can see yes. Boys are tagging. So let us know where you're watching us from. Today we are doing the only one chapter book in the Old Testament. The only one chapter book in the Old Testament. Only. In the Old Testament. But in the New Testament, there are 4 one chapter books in the New Testament. I review Sunday school won't call into whom they're making. I review Sunday school won't call. Whom they're making 4 one chapter books in the New Testament, but the only one chapter book in the Old Testament is Obadiah. Nene Sapakenia Ubidi Jumano, why crado or ha, Ibidi Jumanenche, ene Brashadrak so I crado our back, Imamen can comment ba. Yamame Dina Adobia, a room or say good afternoon, brethren, watching you live from Bronze. A jammies and so say higher ground. Who say man for tagging for comment section for Ebeboa, tag your mono measure, tag your mono measure. Who say comment are coming in. Yes, let us engage in the comment section. That is helpful. Engaging in the comment section will tell Facebook that what we are watching is interesting for people to be able to. So let us engage in the comment section. Type in the comment section where the preacher is going. He says something that is interesting. Just type it in the comment section. He says a verse. Just type it in the comment section. Let's engage the comment section just so that it will push the content out there for people to come and watch. So comment. That will help. And today we want, yes, but we say don't console them. I'm saying watching you live from Henderson Church of Christ, NC. Yeah, the only I say more the crew mun more. The crew mun you say the crew for you, but say there, but block your moon, person who near ma. Also why ye na men ka ni na yate. Dear 2026, you who so more target dear 2026. We are poised to start. We will start very shortly. Just give us some few minutes less so that we can get all things set up properly so that we can start. But just share the comment, share the link. You can copy the link and share it on Facebook, copy the link and share it on WhatsApp. Just tell people to come and watch. We don't know the book of Obadiah. Nipa pina nim Obadiah homan de chere. They nim Matthew, they nim Acts, they nim Colosse homan no apamfo from krata no na bebre na nim, ba bebre na nim the apam that denim. Inti momo de na mon tagging crop for sene bemba here. Yes, Ja Kwame Boachi here is watching us from Belgium, Antwerp. Mashe Budapest for now, Budapest for yes, it's a great job. God bless you. Let us know where you're watching us from. Bashadrak is with me here. Bashadrak. So Timinka, Mema Joe.
Yo, Major, so now I'm to say. Digital Lectureship 2026.
Yeah.
Yo, think I know you na your pon crack here.
Sound.
What a ebi ochna. You and then ochna na your pon because Friday no. Ebiana.
Amaso.
Guy.
Iti yencha uradi no more.
Which I don't put in trouble.
When preach your best amount.
Well, the only thing I made dream home say never be to say a bit more dream say Haggai Oba
Higa Omukani Higa into your bar
Omukani Higa it's Oba Obechim when you know there and no say Kemanema I was for Chariot TV ye near Jibe say Erade Ebie Kwan ama mene will say betimi abane abisia de Joe kakra ya bono 5 days in it has been so interesting media. I have gotten a lot a lot and I'm gidi say ye ahwefo ene abusiafo no obi anso enya bibi afrem anya hwe kra no obi ti say abebio obesua bibi wodum say what they abono ho safo hene enenam nkran say oye archbishop asedende Nansaya and Sound Road for man a chance man could preach 2-3 biwo said there for the tour say youth program no and I saw a video ni pictures I say ordinary now no catch them crop wa could club in ama yo just say I'm say cause what he with the club in because
some
boy say on it and crop for a galab say who said they and who has a battery. Yeah, Baba, because for Charity TV, your single source of truth, nene. yɛnkyɛ bebree sɛde Jonathan ɛkaeɛ no yɛwɔ nneɛma esua ɔpanyini Paul Pon ɛwɔ efie ha no ma ɛnkyɛ we will switch to him and then we will bring him on board. But Joe, before ɔbɛkɔ no yɛnkae yɛn ahwɛfoɔ sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo nso yɛ asene ama dwumadie wei ɛtumi aba so ɛyɛ Columbus, Ohio Church of Christ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ Ghanaian congregation yɛfrɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ Northland Church of Christ. But Joe, Northland 4 have been helping us for almost like 4 years now.
Okay.
90. Yabo Mabaso. Yeah, Yadomwase. Afe, I'm here. Ene ne yere ewo takrade to samba mom. Joe ene obi birthday. Ene obi birthday.
Why birthday?
Ene Judith Osanlabi a birthday. Dr. Judith Osanlabi intino. Yeah, man, happy
yeah, man, I would
pa. Na Joe, yen say hon crown, let's switch over. And then, back when I'm say, maybe can doorstep clinic, Dr. I'm here, Takrade, wo branches be brave, honma, Obomoden, na ofre one more bit to me about her flyer no so, the doorstep for a number at Joe. Obia ope doorstep for no Joe or call my mount number no quick and sana Joe me time no asun doorstep clinic omoye nema bebre ade bia Joe obi etimi yare hu bia no saa de no omo sutumi esa enti frɛ omo e 02 05 0547 6433 74 0547 6433 74. I with myself friends so 0547 224244 057 224244. Now offer one Joe ombetime abuao ewo enema break. Quickly, let's switch over to minim sewone open polopon be
no, so
I should do it. Okay, Mate. Let's switch over to Studio 2 in MPK Osapakeni polopon. Dame mao ajo.
Yeah, me by it is saying.
Oh, young upon dome. Now, also want to say.
Yeah, me don't know empire me hoye.
Good. Yeah, there are as I say, yeah, and Obadiah is a book that me is one of my favorites, and we have a lot of people who want to know much about the ever coastal in the book of Obadiah. But before I best switch it, Nayakuti the Erade and I'm also from the book of Obadiah. No? This is Digital Lectureship 2026. I think say what about digital lecture so once?
No, twice.
Twice. Okay. So this is your third time.
Yes.
Okay, great. This is your third time. That's really nice. New people are bibemu nipa bibre ayehwe dwumadie no. You can say Polopon. Who is Polopon?
Polopon is a preacher and a minister of the North Bronx Church of Christ. I graduated from the Ghana Bible College in 1989. And in 2009, I migrated to the United States with my wife and children. When I came here, I have not put aside the work of God. The North Bronx Church hired me to be their preacher from 2015 to date. And we are going on. We are doing a lot for the Lord. You see our presence on social media. And in our own way, we have a lot of things that we are doing in the spread of the gospel and the spread of the kingdom.
Awesome. I mean, I think there are a lot of people who follow North Bronx Church of Christ. So you'll be a Otashe NBC TV. You see, say there are a lot of Bible in-depth discussion going on with Osapakeni Polopon. So Obi Sam say akokra say o yere ana say uni yere na asem we am busa me nya asem pe. Me take road.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me wa yire me yire din de Diana adobia upon. Me won koda nine back any water. And so he's very famous and everybody knows him.
On social media
Yeah,
everybody.
Okay. I have two twin. One boy.
You have a twin.
Yeah, I have a twin.
Okay.
So if you want to know how to get a twin,
Debbie, menka. It was cool. The next one.
I have a pension baby, whom God blessed me with when I stepped foot here. He's called Seth Upon. So I have 4 kids.
4 kids, awesome. So that is Paul Upon Obusanfo. Paul Upon has been preaching the gospel since I was a kid. I mean, a lot of people keep asking me, say, is Paul Upon your father? Na minim de nti a mo pese o mo tete na o hwe din ne your Paul Upon and your Shadrach Upon. Eti e dey be bio na pese obusa. Yes, I am the firstborn in spiritual sense. The firstborn to me. Answer na water mu nyina ba bididi so. Yes.
It's true. It's true.
The radius say God has used you all this while to do his work. Now that yen say break crown. It was for air train. We will switch over and so who say oh enemy kwame that's what now say we are ready to roll for today.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live with him. He broke the bonds of sin and set the captive free. He bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live. He bore it all, that I might see his shining face. He bore it all, that I might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place. He bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live.
I send greetings to all my listeners.
Many say program so
I am so excited to be part of this year's digital lectureship.
And
most importantly, the book that I have been given to speak on.
Nameda Shadrach, me offer say, me Base, Jonathan, Asipa for all these years, more or more say when you go on 7 on digital lectures.
And I give thanks to Shadrach and Jonathan and the team of Charity TV for always bringing us this wonderful program.
Obadiah, ahomaso any dwe
Diana what lower radio or phone volume no not here on the phone I would we say lower no and my feedback kit will be her. Yes, Obadiah is the book that I think that will be repeated all kind of because I edit it.
Obadiah, say ahomaso any dwe fa nipa enu babia.
Obadiah reminds us that if someone is puffed up and he has no respect for others, he will go nowhere.
Nanso ahobrasie any adibuo ena edi onipa gina onyankopon anim.
Humility and respect is what will make someone stand tall in the presence of the Lord.
Ngoma yatu dine Obadiah no eye ngoma enu na etia kra ewa pam dada no.
Obadiah is the shortest book in the Old Testament.
Na ekura eye verses eduno baako.
It has 21 verses.
Ewom se ngoma no etia de nanso ekura nsemo emu duro eye nkomhye emu duro efa ahomaso atemuo onuado eni onyekopon atenetene.
It has a very short book, yet it contains massive information that has to do with humility, justice, and respect for others in the presence of the Lord.
Musuo a enam ene ahomaso enam ene onyekopon atemo ene nwoma no eye tirasem odaso.
What proudness brings is judgment from God, and that is what the book is about to display to us.
The otro nwoma no yefe no Obadiah.
The writer of the book is called Obadiah.
Otunasi as the 6th century Israelite prophet.
He lived as in around the 600 BC.
Na nidi Obadiah no echere a servant of the Lord.
His name Obadiah means a servant of the Lord.
And now say a worshipper of Yahweh.
Or a worshipper of Jehovah.
Bibikitua bi ena ye nimfa eye na brabo ankasa ho.
There's a small, there's a little that people can discover about his own life.
Nabusia ene ne krom bibi kakra bi na bia nipa bi nim.
His family and where he comes from is a bit small in terms of the Bible content.
Nanso senka wo hwe adifo nkaye no a yetimi hu se Jeremiah na ote odifo asmesi ohene asmesi penso na nka o kan ho asem a na wa relate ohene kro no ama odi ehunu bia Jeremiah na Isaiah ko a otenemu Obadiah unhu ohene biara oni ni relate ye.
Now when you pick all the prophet like the prophet Isaiah and Jeremiah, you will be able to see that they lived in the time of certain kind of kings of Israel or Judah, but not same for Obadiah.
Obadiah eshenkom editia omanya yefro won Edom.
Obadiah prophesied prophesied to the nation called Edom.
Edom foi onwase ene Jacob nua ne yefe ne Esau.
The descendants of Edom are children of Esau, who was a brother to Jacob.
Na nitan ene menteme ho ase bi esori won mu a ebeye otan ne kam kese eda wontem.
And because of the conflict that arose during the time that they lived, it kind of descended through their descendants.
Na sa nitan ni mansotwe a na emodin no etna ya ansampo na ya wo Obadiah.
These disagreements and conflict traveled through time, even to the time that Obadiah was not born.
The entire book is written in Hebrew poetry.
And woman watchro ewo Hebrew for anwensem kwan so.
Obadiah is the 4th book of the 12 minor prophets.
Obadiah woman eno na etoso
of Edom and the ultimate greatness of God's kingdom, that is his church.
Na ne woman no na ekasa efo Onyankopon atemu na eba ene afei eye na asafo a na hini a na eba bedi ehene.
Jacob became the father of Israel.
Jacob na oye Israel fue omoja.
Esau became the father of Edom.
Na Esau nso ono no beye Edom fue omoja.
Though they were brothers, conflict existed between their descendants for generations.
Nenso entokwa ekoso eda wo muntam ene wo asefo entam empe bebre.
So is the nature of conflict between persons.
Na saranso na entokwa etie.
It can extend to generations yet unborn, to also continue with the bad blood that exists between forebears.
Na etimi toa so ekowura eye awon totoaso mu na de otan hunu ene ntokwa ebeto asefo emu.
There was an ancient and bitter hatred between the Israelites and the Edomites, going all the way back to the rivalry between their respective patriarchs, that is Jacob and Esau.
Na wontokwa na wo wontam no ebobọ echichire totoaso a wona wontotoaso mu a ekosi mpo Jacob and Esau epenso.
You can infer this from Genesis chapter 27, 32 to 33.
Na wei ubehu ewo Genesis enwoma no etira eye aduasa enso no kro.
The descendants of Esau had settled southeast of the Dead Sea.
Na Esau asifoi na omo aba eye Dead Sea no nanafo.
From there, they had caused grief to the Israelites, both in the last days of Moses and in the days of King Saul.
Na womo tata eye Israel foi empo Mose epen no so ampo eba de besi eye ohene so epen so.
You can look this up in Numbers chapter 20, verse 15 to 22.
Na Numbers etre eye aduonu ekro no ubehunu sa ensemi ewo ho.
Now they had once again demonstrated their hostility against a nation whose ethnic identity was not so different from their own.
Na tankrofoi wabufuo no won tokwa na ode tata wonu mu no nanka sebio wo mo asefo ni sede wo abrabo sitie no nanka ese
Yebetumi aye abusua baakoma na nitan abeda yentem.
We can be one family yet there will still be conflict.
Yebetumi aye asori koro na nso na nsori mienu no conflict wo yentem.
We can be one church yet two different congregations and there will be conflict among us.
Esanse na Esau ni Jacob wo mu nyina da ye funkuro mu epie dako enso na omonka.
Esau and Jacob were twins. They were in one belly, and yet after they all came up the same day, there were conflict among them and their descendants.
Enam bibia esi ya Esau angiantum anawanti ne ho asentia.
Because of what happened in their life, that Esau was not okay with it.
Obadiah prophesied that Edom would be judged.
Obadiah prophesied to the people that Edom is going to be judged
and destroyed for its pride.
Na wobese won enam wahoma so nti.
Against God and his treachery against his brother.
Na de wo yetia onyankopon ene sede wo sitata wo nuanom nti.
Herod the Great, who ruled Judea during the time of Jesus' birth, had Edomite ancestry.
Herod the Great ya woye ohene wobra na yewu Yesu no wono wofri Edomfo yi emu.
The old treachery of Edom against Israel is here seen in Herod's attempt to kill Jesus when he was less than 2 years old.
Na otanya na Esofo Edomfo ewo etia Israelfo no uhunu ewo sede Herod esinya akokoduro se obekum Kristo empo obra wo ya abofra.
This prophecy likely came after the destruction of Jerusalem by Babylon in 586 BC.
Na sa wohwe san komhye we a ebamu wobra na onyankopon epese osei eye Babylon foi.
The book preserves the divinely inspired prophecies.
Saa nwoma yi ekyerɛ Onyankopɔn nkɔmhyɛ ahodoɔ a wɔnam Obadiah so ɛkaeɛ.
These prophecies served a twofold purpose.
Na saa nwoma yi no, nneɛma mmienu ɛna ɛka ho asɛm.
First, they were meant to warn the people of Edom.
Dedi kan ɛne sɛ wɔbɛ ɛbɔ Edomfoɔ yi kɔkɔ.
Of their coming doom.
Na wata wɔn ataataa a na ɛba wɔn so.
Second, they were an encouragement to the people of Judah to believe that God would punish one of their enemies for their sins against God's people.
Na onya werɛhyɛmu sɛ Onyankopɔn ɛbɛtwe wɔn atamfo aso ɛnam deɛ na wɔyɛ tia wɔn ti.
Saa nso na nnɛ ɛteɛ sɛ woyɛ biribi de tia Onyankopɔn asɔre, Onyankopɔn nkurɔfoɔ, Onyankopɔn adwuma a ka ehunu sɛ Onyankopɔn bɛtwe aso.
In the same manner, if you are doing something against God's people, remember that God is going to punish you.
If the Babylonian invasions of Judah are indeed the context for Obadiah's ministry,
if the work that the Obadiah was doing was in context to the things that was going to go on with Babylon,
he was probably a contemporary of Jeremiah.
And na Obadiah na oni Jeremiah pen so efo na na etie.
Scholars can only make a reasonable judgment about the date of composition.
Na ohwa nhwehwemufo na adesuafo ebetimi ahwehwe wobra wode won Obadiah ebre so toto Jeremiah pen so no hu brepot ya Obadiah tenase.
It could have been written in the period after the first Babylonian invasions.
Ebetima ba se wo chro no wo bra Babylon fo di kan eba na obetata won no.
But the final disaster of 586 or following the leveling of Jerusalem and the people in 586 BC.
Na efie 586 BC no epen no so mbom na ohwemu a saade ekoso na ochro nwumen.
Na baby yedri any ade a ehye Onyankopon abufuo ema oma Obadiah echro sa nwumen.
Where we are now, we're going to look at what really brought about God's anger and how he narrated that through Obadiah's book.
Israel and Judah atamfo ene no kon.
Now, I want you to imagine the enemies of the children of Israel having a conflict with them, in a war with them.
Na ninua a omufri yafokro mo baaye asefo boa atamfo no ame abo ninua ofri yafokro mo.
And I want you to imagine his own brother, that is Esau, and his descendants took the side of the enemies and supported them in defeating their own brother Israel.
Wamutumi eka se Judah momra Israel momra na yemfa.
They were able to convince those who were running away, who were refugees, that come, let us find a place for you to hide and to stay.
Wamudi wamukosie ye no no masa afa kwatikwan akoka kire atamfo ne se enkrofo na mo pe won no ye enkrofo ye nuanom no wo mo hya monko na monkoku won.
And after people have given trust to what they tell them, they will go back to their enemy and tell them to come and capture them.
When treachery no a Onyankopon eka ho asem no.
This is how treacherously they dealt with the people that the Lord revealed in the book of Obadiah.
So obi ene no ko na wo ukoye ogwabro ni ka kire say me di ukosie baabi na wasa afa kwati kwan akoka kire otamfo no say baabi a wodi unua na kosie no ukokire baabi o hye.
After you have convinced your own brothers to come and take a solid place at your land, and yet you go and tell the enemy to come and overtake them.
Na wenu nyina na ye nitan a Jacob na sefo no eso asefo no bete say Jacob robo omo nana enti ama otan da wontem.
This all emanate from the fact that they heard about what transpired between Jacob and Esau and how Jacob deceitfully took the birthright of Esau. Today, people do that in our modern time.
Or party one otimini opponent no otimi kwaji omu sika na o leak information de mawo.
People may be part of a political party and they will find their own way to source out information to their opponent.
Asantemai akwabi sorry ya ono so sikagwa kofi asantefo so called almost ye so room no kotre abrofo no say mekire mo ba bia ehye.
There was a man in the history of the Ashantis who find a way to inform the whites when they were in a conflict with the Ashantis, where they could locate the Sikejakofi, what they call the golden stew.
San neso etie ene obi amane na obi de edidi agro.
And today, people take advantage of what happens to others and they play with it.
Enye de nkura se oba ebe yi ni kuna ma ebra ni kuna ko gisika vedi abafie no oba ni timi kone am robbers ye kanana na omo abetututuo ni ya ono oba no ya asade ye bro no so ye mono na ya kumbe ma no na ya gisika no ko oba betuma yesa.
A woman can inform armed robbers that her husband has money in the house. These armed robbers will come in and pretend to be beating up everybody, and yet they will not really harm the woman, and they may even end up killing the man and take the money away so that she can have her share later on. These are the dubious things that are happening in our time now.
And then one political holders,
people who hold position in political affairs are doing a lot against the nation.
China for abetu gold. I say yensu any adiade.
They will sell our lands to foreigners like the Chinese and others who will come and mine the land for gold and other things, and they end up destroying our rivers and our waters.
And then politicians need him for one more bontinsu near some chain.
Our politicians and our chiefs are so much in tune with strangers and foreigners against our own citizens and people.
Minim say ayi hoho any kromani nya asem Ghana police ni wokọ hoho ne nkyɛn na fa ɛka asɛm no ma no nsanka obɛka ama Ghana nya oyɛ ne nua.
Now, if you are a Ghanaian and you have an issue with a foreigner in Ghana, you are going to have people who are, you're going to have the police service are going to support the foreigner against the citizen of the nation. And so what happened in Obadiah's time is exactly what is happening in our time.
And now, say, Obi ho children no say accident yesi. First respondent Obi pie ho no. Insa say obeboa ami yi victims no na wo yi camera na wo twa the elto victim no nyana sembia.
In our world today, when people are involved in an accident or people are in difficulties, instead of those who are around to jump in and to help such people to get out, they rather pull up their phones and try to video and live stream what is going on instead of putting themselves into helping those who are victims.
So benya viewers and what the sika any here no on funny pano or no.
For them to have a content and get viewers and be paid by the social media platform are their focus, and not those who are suffering and going through various things.
Na say a camera mpo keke na won ye twakora mpo a nke ha dwi pisa na emom won wa eduru hokane no omo tutu nipa no ne namu abuo ni tiri mu apai no ni botom uniform
Before we would like to check on Brother Opon's network, and then we will be right back, because I think that his network seems breaking and there is a delay on his side, and so when I speak, it kind of delays his side before he's able to understand what I'm saying, and so you can see that he's a bit delaying in his response. So we're hoping that he will rejoin, and then we'll be able to have him on the show. So if you're watching, we will encourage you to keep on sharing. This is Chariot TV, and as you know, we are underway on day 4 of digital lectureship, and our speaker has been Brother Paul Opon, and he's the preacher at North Bronx Church of Christ. He joins us from New York, Bronx to be precise, and he is delivering on the book of Obadiah. We are so excited, and where he has started and where he's going is really interesting. He has given us a background of the book of Obadiah and where we can what we can learn from the book. And so we look up to he rejoining, and then we will be able to have him proceed with the lesson. Remember, this is Chariot TV, and this program is Digital Lectureship. We will be right back as we connect Brother Paul Opon back to the studio.
2 churches, 1 mission. Ready for something different this August? Chariot TV, your single source of truth, and Church of Christ TV bring you the Digital Lectureship 2026, 15 days, 1 powerful theme. Minor books, major messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Speakers, the voices you've probably skipped over, but really shouldn't have. Catch it live every single night, starting Saturday, August 1st, running through August 15th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Brought to you by Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariottv.com. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on those platforms that you just heard. When you go to YouTube, you will see Chariot TV right there, and you can follow. We're trying to put, when you go to Chariot TV channel, just search under the channel, you see the playlist, and we put all these digital lectureship into playlists for you to be able to easily find them and rewatch them. 2021 is there, 2022 is there, 2023 is there, 24 is there, 25 is there, and now 26 has started piling up under the playlist of digital lectureships under Charity TV. So please subscribe to our channel, and you have all these feed coming through as we project into the future of this month. We're having 15 days of this digital lectureship. And if you can go to www.chariottv.com, you will find us, and you will have all these lessons right there on our website, and you'll be able to also enjoy them. We will entreat you to continue studying with us. And yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful information that we are putting up here that you can have it. We still having a few challenges that we'll be able to connect with Brother Paulapon, and he will take off from where he was before the line dropped. So this is Joe. So far, it has been wonderful bringing in certain things, and I like the way he's adding application as we go on the line. What is happening? What's your impression so far?
Yeah, the impression has been massive. Minimal, and then it seems our feedback, mini baby is free, but myself, I can even hear myself at the background. So technically, we're having some challenges where and bear with us as we try as much as possible to get these things fixed. You could so kakra yes na the Osabakani no HH no wabibi ni mem. In fact, wama okaya okasem baako efa obi pra na obi the camera is so na twa say no social media nti say there accident test na obi record na nipa nso da ya na moji to nipa moji pram nipa na so na the nipa no ehia no say or record. So
and not only that, Joe, just think about even our media houses no crown. Say obi enya sa kwanhia yi ne ade a, they are not thinking about then are we calling the police to come in, and no, getting content and being the first to report has been our motive.
Ghana na seems say the content creators. Content creators not those so system into but one say Obadiah Homa no edwuma ene nso if say Obadiah Homa no say na o che engineer so no idom for no omunuanum Israel for ho akire won no na woni age na ono nso so de wo ye and say ode otwamfoni. But my member akonya use na me kind for comment about. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comment. This is from Eja Boama from Pong. I say watching you live from Asante Bakwai Ajamesu. We also Eja Pong Aiko. Well, I can see Eja Champong Francis also watching you live from Techimai. Okay, Brother Harry says that the preacher to stick to either English or Chi to make it difficult, to make it easier to translate. Then that's it. Jahari noted. Japan is watching us from Mali upon for adults in our system. No, the behavior near who be Daniel Chum Nante or say I hope I got the other name right. Also watching you live from Accra Mataheku. Yes. The mommy Yvonne J says good afternoon, brethren. Good afternoon, mommy. Yemame Harrietta Hammond also so or DL 2026 ana eja bidding so here from North KD North Kanishi kanokre not North Kaswa mu baako ana ye because Kaswa na wo ben by a bit North Kaswa. Let us know we are trying our best to connect back our speaker, so that our technical people are doing their best to get our speaker reconnected so that we can pick it up from where he left. But let me take opportunity and read comments. It says, I'm watching you live from Ghana, Kumasi, Bookroom Church of Christ. Good work as well. You are boarding in ACS, you are boarding in ACS. I make sure comment, but let us know. Let's drop in the comment sections. Comment, let me read comment this from Eja Nkrumah Festus watching you live from Abuaso, that is preacher Festus, and so hearing from Abuaso. This is our brother Michael Afre is watching us from Denver, Colorado. I hope brother Afre you are doing great. God bless you as well for watching. Anthony Opon says Church of Christ and just so. Yeah. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comments. We are waiting to reconnect our speaker so that he continue with the digital lectureship as our technicians are working tirelessly to get him back on track. We have feedback. We have had internet issues, but we hope that we can reconnect him. And let me take opportunity to remind brethren that today is day 5. We are going for 15 days, day 5 of digital lectureship, and it has been helpful. It has been insightful. We have done overview of the books. We have also done the book of Hosea. We have done the book of Joel. We have done the book of Amos. We have done the book of. We are doing the book of Obadiah. Let me say it that way. We are doing the book of Obadiah, the only one chapter book in the entire Old Testament. If you have not also download our app is still running. Our app is still running. Just if you are on iOS, just go to your app store and just search Chariot TV app. It will pop up, and please download it. And it's helpful. We have so many things there that will be helpful for your studies. We also have a website running. If you are using iOS, Android, just go to your app store or Google Play Store and just search Chariot TV app. It will pop up, and you will get the app intact for your learning. Our sister Lydia Jan is watching us live on our way back from church. You okay? Yeah, she's on the way back from church. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad. Yeah, from Accra Road Church of Christ. Yes. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comments as well. Let us know. Our website is still running. Just search www.chariottv.com and you have our website intact, and you can find so many of these things that we are doing on Chariot on the website. It is still active and running. We have so many stuff, PDFs, files, and things that are there for your learning, purposely for your learning. We are still on Chariot TV Digital Lectureship. We are streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming also on Church of Christ Facebook. If you have not subscribed to Church of Christ Facebook, just search them on YouTube, not to YouTube, on Facebook, I should say, and you will get them. Just subscribe, follow the platform so that you get interesting stuff to learn from them. Digital Lectureship is being streamed also on Chariot platforms. That is Chariot YouTube. If you have not subscribed to Chariot YouTube, just go and search Chariot on YouTube and subscribe from there. We'll be glad to hear from you. Akufu Fred says, learning a lot at DL 2026. Akufu, please, it's hashtag DL 2026. We're not at there. One here, woman, Kofobia Fari. Kofobia Fari. I said, more Jumediano, Jumediano, so boy Jumediano, Bob Boy Jumediano, there. Hashtag DL 2026. Hashtag DL 2026. Let us also know your questions from the book of Obadiah. Drop your question from the book of Obadiah. You want to know. The speaker will pick it up and will answer accordingly. As we wait for a speaker, I've been notified that they are still working on it, and we will still keep on pressing so that we get the speaker on set so that we can continue with the digital lectureship. Yeah, we apologize for the inconvenience caused. I've seen someone. I'll say I have been sponsoring, but you won't mention my name. sponsoring what? Sponsoring what? Let us know what you are sponsoring so that I can really read your comment fully for the speaker, for the audience to understand. Brashadak, let's see, but let's see this video as we wait and try and get our speaker back. When he's back, we will continue with our issues.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live with him.
Fire falls from heaven. It shows, hey, wait a minute, there really is someone up there. He really does exist. And I see this fire that fell from heaven. He must be really up there like Daniel 2:28 says that he is. I know there is a God in heaven. He's the one true God.
What it was 2,000 years ago is everything that God expected for it to be until the Lord comes back again.
The most frightening of them all, hell is a place that will last for all eternity. Revelation 14 and verse 11 says, and the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest.
We also know from reading the Bible that the soul is something that can be impacted by the truth of God's Word.
Social media for you preach come on in once your viewers 400 500 now we don't go good panel on 5,000 50,000 no is not going within the new penny the antenna ho chan the antenna
the devil never had a chance. It's tempting in every generation, I suppose, to wake up and look at the state of the world and think, oh no, he's getting us. No, he's getting his children. And friends, he's always had his children. God's people win. Faithful go to heaven.
What will your answer be?
Bible. Yeah, Chanaba Chrisomu, and Yasam Katwa. And that's what they're saying. And at the saying,
you are. And so when you look at the flowers and the trees you have in your building, you cut them, you shape them, make sure they look so clean and nice. That is God's way of shaping you. So you listen to sermons, preachings, they are supposed to shape us.
The reason the silver that I have is so pure is because it's been passed through the refiner's fire, hasn't it? All the impurities, all the corruption, all the pollutants have been burned out of it, and that is what is left, nothing but pure silver. And notice he says not once, not twice, 7 times.
We don't understand the word of God. That if we have all the properties in this world, and the soul is not able to live in Christ, what is the problem?
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. No question there, no doubt, no room for it's a possibility. There might be a chance. It's a 99% probability. This is a knowledge claim, and it's a knowledge claim that you can know.
See his shining face, pour it all, that I might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place.
Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV present the Digital Lectureship 2026. Tonight's speaker, Paul Opong. Opening up the book of Obadiah. Theme: Minor Books, Major Messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Join us Wednesday, August 5th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariotaytv.com and don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
Thank you for staying with us. We are still working tirelessly to get our speaker live so that we can, yes, we are almost through. Just thank you for staying. Our speaker will start shortly. We are really working tirelessly to get him. We apologize for the inconvenient cause. Basharak.
Me catch it. Their course. So I think say a link if we link na me show some papa e kire na me hu na me ne enkrofo na kasa say enye obi na hack into system no, so they should allow people to join it. Enye free order cry enye on the side na problem is free. If we yen platform no, and we almost say enkrofo join it, you know, they want to restrict it and obi a hacking into the system. But the catch said no, and yet Obine Haki, so they should allow it. And so our speaker is back.
Hello?
Yamwakwaba. I've heard Otienka.
Kwasi?
Yes, sir. I've heard Otienka. Okay, Eb said, that's so that no, on
it's internet.
Yeah, it has to do with on side into the area.
So we are live and we are still working to get our speaker in. I want some few comments. Let me read the comment as we try getting our speaker back live on set so that we can continue. We are live. This is live from Chariot TV. Our brother Emmanuel Asamoah Boateng is also with us live here on Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, the one who you know I'm dini na waka ketrema. Patrick Prince Jebi is also watching us from the Doom Church of Christ and says, Jebi Prince Nyame Shirau P Uniano. Nyame Shirau also say Unyabre. Now Oshe digital lectureship. We are doing digital lectureship on 2 platforms, on Chariot TV and also on Church of Christ TV, as we prepare to get our speaker live. Yeah, our speaker is back.
Now, baby, I know what Drew no say I'm on for accident here no to nkrofo botom na afei wo mo eyiyi nkrofo eho enema eho na na Drew pache nto aso fi eti wokọ ni twi ya na me makọ brofo na ekọ ni tentem
Enti de me for me pamucho em say there was it's still internet in a problem H kakra.
Yeah, but yanko what Hello? He said was that he apologized to us for the hitches that we had on our internet. Yes, we can proceed.
Still working on the internet issue now. Internet, just please bear with us as we work out these hitches so that we can get the streaming live smooth, so that you can hear us clearly as well. This is from Daniel Chumi, says he's watching live from Mataiku. Yes, Accra. I've read his comments. Let's know where you're watching from. We'll be glad to read your comment. Our speaker, we are trying our best to get our speaker live in so that we can get smooth connection and have a digital lectureship. We are studying the book of Obadiah. We have done the book of Hosea. We have done the book of Joel. We have done the book of Amos, and we are doing the book of Obadiah. the only one chapter book in the entire Old Testament. We are doing 15 days, and today is day 5 of digital lectureship. We are doing all the minor prophets, all the 12 minor prophets, with book about Nehemiah, which we look at in the podcast section. And we also do another podcast for female and the book of Esther. That discussion will happen. But in the meantime, we are trying our best to get our speaker in. So please kindly stay with us. Let me give some comments. Our brother Abadio says share. Yes, the only way we can get the gospel out is for you to share, to help us share. Kobina Egan says, I'm watching you live from KSTU. Yes, I hope I got it right. KSTU. Our mother Emilia says he's watching us live, and she tagged at highlight. Jack Kwam Lawrence is saying greetings for Preacher Hopon. Let me say that there's a DL 2026, I should say. At highlight, he has thrown. He's watching us from Germany. Our brother is watching us from Germany. This is from Owusu Ansmachi. Sylvester, he says, Abadio, do you know? I nearly commented. Oh, no. These are comments, side comments. I'll read these comments. Let me go on. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to know. We are live on Chariot TV. We are live on Church of Christ TV as well. And we are trying to connect our speaker back with the sound and this video so that we can have a smooth connection for the digital lectureship and smooth presentation. We are still looking at the book of Obadiah, the one chapter book.
Yeah, Joe, it's what we're trying to do. And say now, no, no son of phone, no, a camera, no, nothing. You're connecting through the internet on the laptop. It is a say you use your phone, no. It if our phone to see your laptop, and then the channel, sir. Now, you to be a new como, a horror. It was a for that. Wait. Me papa, me na go catch so you're born before computer on TSA. But the lady and so better say and then or you're born before computer. It Joe. That's say the air pass the way say no. This is how we're supposed to have it. Into the see laptop no so and then nimusa, then we can see you, you can hear us, and everything will go very well. We can see you now. Into and no answer would be see laptop and nimusa. Said by a phone a bit majina na yet to me a connector exactly. The technicians my there a born about so more boy Jua. Now so the movie are Umbejo Samba.
Daniel Mamenka technician ba ku Daniela on pejuma
incest of boy Jumano also the nam North Kanishi.
On pejuma ya catch no biti.
But Yanka say what we are experiencing today, no, yempesi BC next week, Friday, next Saturday. Obra ye podcast no. Into no, omunye ready. Na da afe otimenka. Say yenhu anim into no. Say ohwe ya ma yenhu na afe yen take off a honum. Okay, so he's coming again on that. Good.
Yeah, I think this is better.
Good. After that, say otimenka ma me signal say na me hu say otimenka. Na afe ye ma me thumbs up na me hu say otimenka na afe yenko live. If you can hear me, please do this so that I know you can hear me. Good. You can hear me. Very good. Very good. All right. Okay. So we're connecting back to Studio B. And then Nina account or some pool Obadiah we can have some. You back can someone Obadiah can not yet is yet. Die more quite you.
Yeah, me dear, me bay.
I feel that don't pie it. Your box so. Okay. Baby, I need Drew no baby, I now cassette and they know asemsia and crofo etching cameras and manfo to a manfo bottom. That's exactly where we are. And I think say it is so important. Okono brofo, okoni twi a, na me ma kono brofo. Enti yanko.
Okay, enti the Edom for eyediti a Israel for no bi no. Israel for ahokyere mu no na Edom for esre and almost take advantage of them.
And that is exactly what happened with the children of Israel. While the children of Israel were going through all these challenges, the Edomites were excited and taking advantage of them.
Now, Edomites, feel say, de wie, wa ahobanbɔ esan say no mote emeposo.
The Edomites thought that they were at a high level. They were in a place that was inevitable. People couldn't invade the place, or uninvadable. That's the word, uninvadable. And yet, the Bible says God will invade their city.
I feel no more military power.
They had a military power.
I feel no more alliances. Any might be no more doing some more Bible.
And they had alliance with the nations around them, and they felt that they had protection.
Now, no, Bible or motive possible or more alliances, military power in no, and when you go on now, Obadiah as catcher on, he will bring them down.
Now, while they had these alliances, they had this protection, they had these friends that they thought will come to their aid and help them. God, through Obadiah, informed them that they were going to be destroyed. He will bring them down.
The Obadiah actually say, or maybe anyhow, and now Uncle be anyhow, or betty me Ginetti and Yankopon, no fan hototo.
Obadiah made it clear that there is no person, no nation, no individual who will stand up against God and go scot-free.
Edom, the bonny our yetia Judah any.
These are the things that Edomites did against the children of Israel.
Onuya eyi onuya mai.
A brother stood against his own brother. Now, can you hear me?
Edom eye tutrasem edi tuya.
The Edomites were working against their own brothers.
Nintintwitwa ene nitan tumi no more printed.
They find a way to work against their own brothers. They sabotage everything that they were doing just because they were looking to overpower them. When people are envious and they are jealous, it can lead them to do those kind of things.
Now, Erwadi can say, Erwadi Debbie or Babes Rawon, no watching a mumu yonoso, watch your muscle.
God told them that he will visit them and punish them.
Na obeba betua o mumu yo a omo yetua omunnua eno soka.
And he will punish them for all the treacherous things that they did against their brothers.
Yimu dunum kosi edonsia no o se de onu duaye no
And verse 15 to 16, God said he is visiting them, and whatever they did, they will pay. There will be retribution. Be careful you don't sin against anyone. Whatever you sow, God says you will reap it. God is not a respecter of persons when it comes to his judgment.
Israel ni Judah in say
now, whilst he was making plans to punish the Edomite, he was giving hope and restoration, the hope of restoration to the children of Israel.
Now, addition titrea e was no pride brings destruction.
And what we can learn from here is that pride will always bring distraction.
Now, Onyekopon abribiara obu ne nkrofo bem wonwa omo ho kwan ma afoforo sisi won.
But God would always vindicate his own people who allow God to rule over them and allow people to even take advantage of them.
Adusia ene se Onyekopon ebu pride aten ahomaso aten.
The point is that God will always judge the proud.
God punishes betrayal and cruelty.
Onyankopon otore eye obi oyu obi ma na oye trimodin for otore ne tore.
God defends his covenant people.
Na obo wona wa apam no ho ban.
And at last, God's kingdom will ultimately triumph.
Na dan ya Onyankopon ahenni ebekọ so agina.
Enti asem titiri wo Obadiah no mu say pride leads to destruction.
So the major theme of the book of Obadiah is that pride will lead to destruction.
Edom trusted in his wealth.
Edom foi won to won sika so.
Edom trusted in his position.
Edom foi won ho eto ba bia na owo eso esra na ote no.
Edom trusted in his security.
Edom foi won ho to won ho bambo a na ofisi owo so.
They trusted their human wisdom.
Na won ho to won nipa nyansa na omo so.
Human strength without humility before God leads to downfall.
Se onipa ede ne ho eto ono ana ho ode so no ambre ne ho ase e wo Nyankopon anim na o manyame ani nanim kan a de adi ko wie e ya hwease.
Because pride goes before a fall.
Esan se ahomaso hoi de eda na nimu e ya hwease.
Edom's greatest sin was mistreating their own relatives.
Na Edom fo wo bone kese pa ne se wonu anuanom onu abusuafo ena na wo bo won apo na osisi won.
Ehemfo a Ghana omo nkrofo di won so no ena omo ton asase mienu ne miensa de ma won na afei omo de won nsase a eye omo ni nchirima dia no ɔmo ma ahohoɔ ɛma ɔmo tu galamsey ɛma yare ahodoɔ ha inipa.
When you go to Ghana, the chiefs and those authorities are fighting against the very people that they are supposed to lead and work for them. The very people that they are supposed to support and build them up are the very people they are fighting against. They are selling lands to them 3 times, 4 times, and taking their monies. They are giving their lands out for people to do galamsey, to destroy the land and to destroy the water bodies all over Ghana. That is what is happening.
Enti nneɛma ɛte saa no Onyankopɔn hwɛ a ɔbɛtwe nipa so.
And God is going to punish people for these things.
Esan sɛ obi mistreat ɔno ane nkurɔfoɔ a esunsum Onyankopɔn atemu de ba wɔn so.
Because if someone mistreats his own people, in his own relatives, it brings God's judgment and punishment upon such persons.
Na Obadiah ɛkyerɛ sɛ Israelfoɔ no a yɛahom wɔn so no deɛ nkunimdie wɔ hɔ de ma wɔn.
And God, Obadiah declared to the children of Israel that those who are going through all these things, there is victory and hope for them.
No matter how dark the circumstances become, God remains sovereign.
Na emfa said the esum ebesi aba ene said the abrabo besi akọ Onyankopon da so dey ni.
At the end of it all, Jesus is going to reign.
Na ewie said den a Yesu bedi nkonim.
Ese ehwe yi e wodwe ene ahomaso ho.
We need to be careful on pride. We need to be aware of it.
Because pride deceives people and it goes before a fall.
Esan say ahomaso we ewo hoi eda da ni papa na se ba wo umu a na kire se wahwe ase a na eba no.
Success can make people forget about God. But spiritual and arrogance is dangerous.
So nipa di ye wa asetena mu a ema ne renti mi fi Onyankopɔn na empo honhom mu dwe eba na kwan mu na no de ehu yie papa.
Do not gloat over your enemies or calamities. So says Obadiah.
Obadiah say, "Se wunua hwe ase, wunua kwa amanehunu mu a, ema no nye saa bere no na wobebo se amu ani agye akoto hyire." Saa na Obadiah ka kire.
Unim se ya meka say Ghana ade a ekoso ye duabo na ose meboda na me de ukunu ne oyire na o ma da ase me hye wasefo nyina enipa timi ka wei o kan te sa de enipa no o na bo won me bodua na ma hye wasefo nyina nipa te sa no o mo sa kire o ma adwene.
We are in an era where people are people have delight in cursing others spiritually and causing them to die, and they pride about it by saying that they will even use their descendants, their family members, their husband, their children to appease the gods for honoring their requests in cursing such people.
Sisi oko Ghana duabo nko yehu de ahemfo no ye ahemfo no emu gu nsampo a omobodua. At the end of it of their libation no duabo eto man nyina bodua enti wo bodua so a ofre evil spirits eno nti na oman no ahokire ensuo yirifa yen ka akwanhia ni nimo bebre esie no eye oman no so obi ho be kire no eni duabo mobo nti ena yesa.
We are in a time where people are so much delighted in cursing others, and even our own chiefs and people in authorities, they pour libation, and at the end they call for curses upon people. And if you do all these things, what do you expect? You expect evil spirits and bad things, calamities to befall the nation. That is why we're going through flood and accident and fire here and there. And all these indicate the bad things that are being done in our nation.
Enye ye kwan no a enye nkwanti ena lori akwanhia esisi saa duabo a efre nnome edi bedi nipa akire no ena ma no ebasa.
It's not only because of the bad roads that we have, that's why we are having accidents. Of course, those can play a role, but mainly also are people cursing here and there, causing evil things to fall upon the people.
Obi wo ho a bibi ye ne nua na ote a na eye ne de oso otwea o na hye ho no ubewu ewu biem no oka nyame betua okasa ane ma no nyina no sei bi na idom ye ya nti onyankopon say obebu naten.
People gloat over the suffering and the calamity that befall others, and they rejoice for people, their enemies, the so-called enemies, going through all these troubles. And that's exactly what the Edomites were doing when Obadiah prophesied to them that they will face punishment.
Mamenka abakosem bi a esiye.
Let me tell you something that happened.
Me papa ka kire me say wo mu village ho na papa bi wo eyire en wo sa ware young girl beka ho.
My father told me he was in a village where a rich man, a man was there, and he had a wife, yet he went to marry a very small young lady in addition to his wife.
Enti abayo ne bae no na eyire pani ne dwen say young girl na eji ne kunu no ana oji na ware na boso.
When the lady got married to become a second wife, the older woman, the first wife, thought that the second wife was taking advantage of taking the husband away.
Enti omuko afuo mu dako.
So they went to a farm one day.
Na tete wono so na kwaye nko a eti wonnam afuo mu bakura na wonnam enua ne kwaye asesa.
So they went to farm, and at that time they were in the forest, in the woods, and when you are returning home or you're going to the farm, you pass through the woods, and there was no buildings around.
Na ayi abayo na ya ware no aba no wona so niema na odi eye ne kura pani no anim ewo nanim.
Now whilst they were returning from the farm, the second wife was carrying all the items they were taking home, and she was leading the first wife as they went home.
Ena bema no aye ekunu no odi eyire pani nachi.
And the husband was the third in line as they journeyed home.
Na de omukọ no ane hu se ma ayi eyire pani no hu se ochire cocatrice watiagu kenten no a oyire kitwa no so no mu na wo no hu se waba a different environment ntino na opre se obenya ba bia adwane afa eti okoka ha wo kenten no na okoka ha wo kenten no.
Now, while they were journeying, a snake fell from the tree into the basket that the second wife was carrying, and the first wife observed what was happening.
Na insesa obeka chini kunu anasa abayo ne se wo abegu wayinum no ni tan a eda ne ntem se obegi ne kunu ntino e ka no nko na bibia ye ne ntino asam a oyire pani no e ka ye ni.
Now, when the wife saw the first wife saw what was happening, instead of her to inform the lady to throw the basket away because there was snake that had fallen on it, she didn't say anything, and this is what she told the lady.
Oka chire woka se jai Jai Benche no, that is the movement of a snake. Or catch that, you know, say, Jai Benche no, na ya pa. Jai Benche na ya pa.
And so the first wife told the snake that you should stop finding a way to get out of the basket and just bite the lady.
Just yen de say or wanna be good contain mo na want to pay way out. Na onyanti no na all meander or contain no onjai meandering no na on bite no kurano or ope.
The lady was wishing that the snake would just stop meandering in the basket and just go straight ahead and bite the lady, because when she dies, she will be delightful.
Saying na ni time ni abra uhwehwe se bibi boni enya ohunipa wadamfo ana obi a usuru se otan wo.
This is the picture of anyone who is there wishing that calamity and troubles will befall people that they don't like.
Eni se uye wadwen se obeye boni e de atua obi boni a waye wo so ka.
Do not ever wish to retaliate by doing bad things or sinful things against anyone who has sinned against you.
Menye boni biara entia obi se wafom wonti no se bibi ye no a na ye wode.
Do not ever delight in the suffering of anyone who has done something against you.
Obadiah asemu a o ka kire ye baako eno no.
And that is one major message that Obadiah tells us.
Na obi wo ho a se bibi eye ne tamfo a otumi ko hyedem baby obi ani no na o jubilate.
There are some people who jubilate when there are calamities or trouble on people they don't like, they dislike.
Obi ho a otumi ko hyedem na o de powder abo sabe ne to na wa hye so atare sabe na obi hu se o jubilate ade na aye no aye obi no eye ne denti no obi use white powder asra eye ne bottles na wa hye so atare nti ono nko ne nim se o jubilate wo calamity no ato enipa no.
There are others who secretly jubilate and put powders around their bodies just to indicate how joyful they are, because the people they don't like, the people they think they are enemies, are suffering or going through some sort of calamity.
And enna Obadiah etu yenya yetias nei efo.
And those are the things that Obadiah's message becomes so important to those of us who are living today.
Oye boni sa se obi afo wonti no ohwehwe boni atua ne ka onyame bebem sade oba Edom ne Israel de enemo no betwe Edom aso no.
When you try to retaliate and find a way to cause harm or suffering to someone who has done something wrong against you in the past, God will come in and exercise judgment against you.
Compound house.
There was a time that two women were living in the same compound. They were not in talking terms with each other. And one of them had a crying baby, an upcoming baby.
Na omufie hon so no na yatu ebura ehọ na omubie niti ebura niti na obia de na ade atom asebe.
They had a well that they were fetching water from it.
Na sa ebura no so no na yento bibia etwa ho ahia ekosoro a akoda ntimi nkotom.
They didn't have any fence or defensive things around the well to protect animals and children from falling into the well.
Enti maame no ne ya aka no ekoshe dan mu se oya ade.
And this woman who had a baby went into the room or was doing something inside.
Na Nukura de ordene ya aka no ehun say ne ba no ekrole ekọ eye ebura no ho.
But her rival, who was there, saw the baby crawling to the well side.
Na one ne ya aka nti no wa mpase obeso ne bemu.
And because she was she was in rivalry with this lady and not in talking terms with her, she was not prepared to prevent the baby from going into the well. She watched unattending and watched until the baby fell into the well. When the woman who went inside came out, she was looking for her baby and she searched everywhere. She didn't see because the baby had fallen into the well. And the moment she saw that the baby has fallen into the well, instead of her to call for people to come in, she went into her room and just pretended to be asleep. That is what the Edomite did to the children of Israel. This innocent baby who had nothing to do with your rivalry and your, talking to her mother, had nothing to do with your situation. And at that time, you were supposed to protect the baby from going into the well, and you did not. You went in and pretended to be asleep.
Bible say we should support one another.
And as Christians, the Bible entreats us to support each other.
Pray for one another.
And be praying for one another.
Defend the weak.
And defend the ones that is weak.
Help the suffering.
And help those who are suffering.
Enti obia onu nsuo fa no, obia ka ahwe ase a owuo no, antwa sa woboa no no, se nipa no yenkoyi ni phone, se nipa no yenkoyi ni sika, se nipa no yenfa phone entwa event na scene na ada asie no, se wo dey pay viewers.
And people who are suffering, people who have gone into an accident and are in trouble and they are in suffering, don't go start taking videos and pictures of them. Do not try to stream it so that platforms may be paying you or get viewers for what is happening.
And
let us stop retaliating on what people have done against us. That whatever someone did to you, you will pay the person back.
Remember
that as God watch over us, He is seeing everything that is going on between us and others.
God watches every human conduct. It's answer and what there is always hope for God's people and His church.
It says because after that there is always going to be hope for those who are God's people and then also His church.
The
verse 15 tells us about the day of the Lord. Because there is going to be a day that the Lord will punish for every bad thing that anybody did. There is always two phases of judgment.
End of time judgment.
There is an end of time judgment.
That
the Lord will judge all people on earth.
In time judgment.
And then we have in-time judgment.
Echire se de waye bia no atemuda maaye no Onyankopon bepe dabi e de atua wo so ka.
That even before judgment day, God will definitely find a way to punish you before even the final judgment of time.
God sees the hidden pride and public wrongs of people.
Onyankopon ohunu ahintasem nyinaa ne nneɛma a apie nyinaa nipa yɛ onyame ohunu.
Nothing escapes from his notice.
Bibi biara ni hɔ a ehinta ɔno Onyankopon.
Now the Okan say, it shall be done to you as you did to others.
Na Onyankopon ka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ, sɛdeɛ moyɛ afoforo no saa ara nso na wɔbɛyɛ mo.
Etrimodin eye cruelty, any gloating or indifference towards the hurting will be mirrored back by divine justice.
Etrimodin any esum nneɛma trimu esum nneɛma a moyɛ ɛde tia mo nuanom nyinaa no Onyankopɔn ɛbɛhwɛ sɛ ɔde bi bɛtɔ mo so ɛrɛ.
Your deeds, whether good or bad, will eventually return to your own head.
Adeɛ biara a woyɛ yɛ de sɛ papo bɔne o ɛbɛba bɛsoa wo a.
When bad things happen to God's people and others mock or harm them, God keeps score.
Na sɛ biribi to ebinom na sɛ wo gyina nkyɛn ɛboa wɔn anaasɛ wo de ɛyɛ wo de na wɔni gye ho a kae sɛ Onyankopɔn ɛde ho akatua ɛbɛbrɛ obi a.
Even if earthly justice fails, God's promise a final balancing of the scales.
Na sɛ asase so asotwe no mpo sɛ wo dwane firi ho a ɔsoro deɛ na daa asotwe no deɛ wontimi nkwati ɛbɛba.
In conclusion, remember these things that I'm going to say.
Na menu ewie no kae saa nsɛm yi a menu ɛbɛkan.
Remember that God resists the proud.
Kae sɛ Onyankopɔn osi ɔhantan ɔhantan ni ɛkwan.
God rewards righteousness.
Na ɔdom atenenefoɔ.
And God's kingdom will ultimately prevail.
Na ɔno Onyankopɔn ahennie ɛyɛ dan a ebedi nkonim.
Obadiah reminds us that pride may lift a man up for a season, but only humility and obedience will allow him to stand before God.
Na Obadiah ɛkae yɛn sɛ ahomasoɔ deɛ yɛbɛtumi apagya wo akɔsoro ma obiara hu nanso so deɛ wɔtumi gyina daa na wɔtumi kɔ n'anim no ɛyɛ ɔhobrɛaseni ɛne deɛ wɔyɛ sutie ma Onyankopɔn.
Obadiah in this verse shifts from just one tribe to all nations.
Na Obadiah hai ofiri ɛyɛ abusua baako ɛho na ɔde n'ani kyerɛ wiasefoɔ nyinaa.
Showing that God watches how every human treats the vulnerable.
Na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ampa Onyankopɔn hwɛ onipa biara a wɔbɔ ne yɔnko a sɛbio ɔyɛ mmerɛ no onim ne hwee no na osisi no no Onyankopɔn ɛhwɛ no.
On one hand, Obadiah continues the biblical emphasis that there are only two kinds of people.
Na ampa ekwan bi so no Obadiah ma ehunu sɛ onipa mienu pɛ ɛwɔ Nyame anim.
Those who belong to Mount Zion, that is the church, and those who belong to Mount Bozrah, which belongs to Edom.
Wɔn a wɔwɔ Mount Zion afa ɛno ɛne asafo no ɛne wɔn a wɔwɔ mountain a ɛno nso Edom na ɔmo wɔ no a ɛno nso kyerɛ ewiasefo.
So what do you know say uni church of Christ no mo now asɔre foforo bia mu a Onyankopɔn nimo there be.
So never think that God is still mindful of you and he will save you if you find yourself in any other church other than the church of the Bible.
On the other hand, the book shows that before God judges people and nations, he will have enough evidence to condemn them based on their mistreatment of others.
Na kai say ansa na onyankopon beto ne nipa so wre no wabu na aten no wo beboaboa niema hodo a woye ni nyina no wo bra wo tu wonfo no wo ne wo nyina no wo twro wo nyuma a wo ye no na ama no de ayadanse wo bra wo bu wo aten.
Eno nti na ma wo ye bone a cha nyame ntwe so ha oboaboa evidence ano na o de afa
and so if you keep on sinning and God is not punishing you, don't think you have escaped judgment. You will definitely face a judgment because he is piling up evidence against you on the day of judgment.
The book of Obadiah reminds us that God's justice in dealing with human sin is displayed in Obadiah's book.
Obadiah ngumai emeti asese onyankopon atentene no eye dan ya eda di woni pasetene mu.
Enti de ye pese ye be sua e de free Obadiah nguma mu no.
And so that is what I have for you from the book of Obadiah.
Afi your scriptures are emra esemu no wankasa obetima kenkan.
And he has some Bible passages that you can
25:23.
And
Psalm
these are
137 verse 7.
Now keep going. Just mentioning them and
Lamentation 4:21-22. Jeremiah 9:7-22.
So those are the passages.
Obadiah not someone all catch a no. Dear Edom.
So he mentioned Genesis 25 verse 23, Psalm 137 verse 7, Lamentation chapter 4, the verse 21-22, and Jeremiah 49 verse 7-22. And those are the things that he says that we can reflect on them as we listen to these things Obadiah had to say. Therefore, be careful as you live on earth. Your wife, be careful you don't sin against her. Be careful you don't gang against the preacher who is preaching the congregation that you are in. Be careful you don't find a way to milk the company that you are working in for your own personal gain. Be careful you do not work against the widow. Be careful you don't work against the fatherless. Be careful you do not work against a blind.
Onya aduane ni abrante bia no woyie mo for the sake of the camera me money den na odebo akoto gem odebo atojem na ye hyehyeehye no de ntimago som no de akoma abrewa no say onyi na wonhwa na ye bayire mame ne nefira.
When we were young, there was this guy who will go and put a stone in fire and bring it to the woman to prepare it and eat.
Jasa obi na ni efira uhunu mobo wo de bo dane bayire de amano.
And how can you do that? That someone is a blind woman and you put a stone in fire and give it to her as a yam for her to eat it.
Enti abrewano intimago no na buo ni dem no de sekan ewire ho obi bebisa no say nana dia na oye wo se nya asmese na abreme bayire na mihwa mejo.
And this woman will be working hardly, tirelessly on the stone, thinking that she's peeling the yam to eat it. And when people ask her, what are you doing? She says someone has given her yam and she's preparing it to eat.
Na abrante ne yes no owu ntentem isan say obi a nani afira e conditioner ya say nipa no yensan tete no.
And this young guy died young because you cannot be doing that to a blind woman, which is already a condition that is really hard, and you cannot continue to add pepper to her wounds. Whoever does something against you, do not take vengeance. Give the Lord a chance to take vengeance.
Said the Edom, they not at that one term tete. Say Jacob far or my papa, and then woman an incident, or ye be the tria a ye Israel for a soccer.
Just like Edom was retaliating for whatever happened in the time of their forefathers, Jacob and Esau.
Now the one we hear no name yakra.
And what they did was very bad.
And net yensu betima yebisa.
Today we can also fall victim of that. And when we go that line, God will not forgive us.
Medikai asre hitches kakra ebaye no wonfanchemi in free ye miankasa.
Forgive me for all the troubles we had with the internet during the course of the program.
And I hope I've been able to tell you what the book of Obadiah teaches.
Namjidi ye se kakrai no metimi amawo hunu de Obadiah eka.
Midamu nyina se muma me sa kwanyai se me ne mo nche Obadiah ngoma no.
I thank you for the opportunity I had today.
I beya me eniji se enekro no ye bekoso aka ngoma na nkasa. Verse 1 no ekono a na yehunu asem wankasa free Obadiah na dusua ne ngoma no mo de mayen.
I will plead with you to go back and read the book of Obadiah, and we will get a lot from it. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Shadrach and Jonathan and digital lectureship team.
God bless Shadrach, God bless Jonathan, and God bless all the team of the digital lectureship.
1 year Church of Christ in Insua, Coco Necosra, a year Church of Christ, a Ben War, the Bible, yeah, Juma.
I extend the Lord's invitation for you to visit the Church of Christ that is close to you, who uphold the scriptures. God bless you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
2 churches, 1 mission. Ready for something different this August? Chariot TV, your single source of truth, and Church of Christ TV bring you the Digital Lectureship 2026, 15 days, 1 powerful theme. Minor books, major messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Speakers, the voices you've probably skipped over, but really shouldn't have. Catch it live every single night, starting Saturday, August 1st, running through August 15th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Brought to you by Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV, supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariottv.com. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
The book of Obadiah. I hope you have learned a lot. Patrick ABC, seeking vengeance or rejoicing about the fall of an enemy is of Edom. Say when you brace the Obadiah obey the na when you je umia ahwiase ho no Edom the free and pa. Let us know where you are watching us from. Drop your comments and questions in the comment box. We have learned a lot. Time is far spent, but we are hoping to pick up questions so that we can answer the questions. If you have questions, well, the Bible have answers. Drop comment and questions about the book of Obadiah. Our speaker is still in the house. I've learned a lot. It's one chapter, but power packed. And one of the things that has bewildered man, or the nipade bakwa, that's the tree word. J. Bashadak, titi nipa.
Yo, ye nyina yenko hwe se dwabi apie na brabo mu a esan se sabakani ni se dwa ebitima mo stand tall but for a season. Na emum do ye no kwafo na otie nyankopon no onu no begina ho ache mama kae hu se jo dwa ebitima mo ahwe asentem.
Yeah,
Joe,
he has dealt extensively with the book.
Joe,
if you read the book, you don't understand. But the problem is that internet no, and then your sound is giving us problem. Myself, I barely can.
Say and then and someone also bakani became when some no person better. No person better. Entra Geno dos.
Yeah, say bunsam no. Bunsam. Yeah, your shot said he nipa jail. Your shot said he nipa jail.
Na jo unse wunya dweno a dweno de ukoduru baby a na afi asisi woso.
Yeah.
You know, this is the illustration I put it. I put in say on say nipa nkasa no nyankopon abo aso mienu ba kutua ha. Eti no o ye bibi ananka nkrofo tuufo kasa kyerɛw aha ne ha nanka ewura wasum ba dweno pagya ukosoro afedi obi abeka bi anamonan ase
na hantan o sanetie
se dweno pagya eti do obi aka bi a wonti bio eti wo sensen soro eti obehu an se ade no se de ugina so no kra ye free ho ba dwenti ye ka kyerɛw se ade no ye o onte obehu an se wonderful bura. And Hona miti proverb as say pride, goes before the fall. Where they are here, say the whole such an important message in our time. Very, very important.
Let us from. If there's a comment, you want us to know.
Oh, question. Joe, wait. Wabra ye nyina ye sachara ya adwen no abebio mo pe settings no ni na a form of jail but a lower third jail on say we settings now or kwaje nkrofo car na kwaje nkrofo tade na wa share no de krom dwa ni bia because enye dwa de benti na woni car wo ka kwaje obi car na o hwa nkrofo a obi de ne car kosi osa horoma me obi de ne car be soma no na o de be kwa ye premium dwa ni bia is a form of dwa na jo most of the time no or the kobo obi car no anya asem or the kotwi no anya asem example of dwa but a lower third media
lower third dwa no credit no account no credit chinye bi ani ho but my me fa akonya na men kind of course ye briswa wa ha sase bi se bi wo ho a ye fa ma nya sade a ye be sore so ne ade akọ ma men
So
kan
be any
ejan
question. But Joe ma me fa sempakani number na yenhwe obi se dan good exhortation and you must sempakani number na Joe yankasa se wo question bi na obebusa na obe take over na menye.
But I barely can hear you.
There so okay. Matthias say all right. Enti yemfa sempakani number na yen wrap it up. Da I yama money yo.
Yeah, me don't want to say me may.
Why are there? This is what we envisage.
Mm-hmm.
That was the vision that we had when we arranged for this lectureship. Na yeshe a day na a war minor prophet imua ebe kasachre ene ye paying so. Until there are two things that we were looking at. We were looking at studying the books and then also bringing out messages that are applicable to our time. And you did exactly that. Say, Obi name what the book of Obadiah is about. What the book is about. And he said it practically. A woho at the mind. Now, and Okranso say, the ekoso and ne yasitremuno. Exactly what Obadiah spoke about. Nipa sisi ninia metua osoka me mafia and ohwe in your studies question me busa on say wona na wote asesa abre na Obadiah tenase no they may have known say ebia the course between Jacob mo and Esau entamu no enie. But my question is say womu ye bribi editia idom fuei sa abre no a ana enu ntie ma womu enya trimuka ene adwombone ma womu no mu ye dom ye
There be name ombete se nka yen na sei yen na nanka Nyankopɔn hira isan se
dia
dia se ye jugo fo nkuntabuo mu no abakan na bibia ya odia but here they are Onyankopɔn no ni trimupo mu no oma ketua no ba benya nhira no na deny opani no legitimately no nketwa se ono na nhira no ye ne dia se wo ba na beti sa asem ya obubofu wo ba beti se ye robo nana ene ye dia ye weyie ama weyi wa ben nyame a obubofu enti ewo ha ebe grow na aye ekambi abeto wo mu nyina atrim sesei wo hwe Ghana ebi koso asantefo ene bonofo asantefo ene bonofo saa de na ekoso no se ya nhwa nka ho asem a ye nipa ba ko bono ni asante bono kire se omo ebo ni kane omo mu ba kane ena asante eye wo ni omo nyina ya akamfo nipa ba ko na omo na konti ena omo yes omo ye conquest but se no uko social media so a ye emity ni tan koso we fo hini si wo na wa horo no we fo we hini si wo na wa horo no nanso efiri akire do ha eni se asante for se omukum eye bunofo hini bi a ne ye fe no doma akusi what I say sa ade we na aye omu ya de besi ne ena bunofo so se yensu yukum em se omu so so hini bi asante obri yabo ti sane mo na ekoso no edi ye mudam ama se yenya wenumu a hwe na nsemi na sante yini twam akọ baabi omo kotete no kwem baabi tutu na bo ne ade na yanhwi ya da bino de ni se giso obegiso se bi ena yeye ye beti se ye nana ena ne se na on se nipa amfe nyame asem anya adwuma onyankopon asem ka se enkwala no mi no mo hye yefunu mo no tama na Rebecca enyim won no ene wo ka se opani ni besom ketwa no afide ono a story o tese nkwala na ko wo yefunu mo maame no edi eni ekosom yefunu wo yi na chese struggles no omu di firi nyame nche na eba eti die si ye bia no e wo divine hand a kitwa so mu jemu edi mu onyankopon na se ekoba se ade ne ye divine hand na ya ade no na wo amanyame pa anya adwuma wo de wo pe be pese wo be correct die si bia
nese metiase a wo hwe abrabo we ankasa de ntia onyankopon say vengeance is mine and I will repay no and say ye wo ne bi wo honom a wo wonnim de ntia saa de man onyankopon ma ne siye onyankopon ma ma enti se wo no se wo de ade be hye wo nsam na wa no wo de wo be fa wow to me so no take vengeance. You may be doing something that the Lord will rather go against you. So leave it to him to take vengeance.
Cause isn't so cause the okano no anu no. Isn't so notice no onim bibi a yen nim.
Yeah.
Abibia mu no onim bibi a yen nim. Enti bia na ade na oye no wonu nim de be kwakọ wie ni de enti opeso oye ne saa. Na ote he ko ntokwa. Isn't say ekuti a wonti. Isn't say am favor wonti. Say bi na ye ya wo mo beto sai ye na nan ketwa se ye on say eso no ampo no ebra na infitiase no na ebre no amu na Jacob arobo no saa no on say ante no ase emma Jacob apc no o di 9,000 mo fan koma minua no 10,000 mo fan koma minua no na ono so ba kakra oji ajapade ni nyina wie no still na enye ne yemo enti de ya etisa na we ukọ Ghana yewa voter region alabanyo fo no ni nkonyafo omwako abesi ne adenti na ko no ntimi ntwa so that say ebia na ebibia obika adwen say yi tribe we
in the past yeah
it is haniema no etwa se Ghana fo hwe niema ni nyina twa na ye transese nipa baako na ye se ye nte ase ni we take vengeance a onyekopon bebam ebia na ye ne pe se saade ne nsi enti se de wo kan ye no bibia no ye njai ma onyekopon edom fo no anti ase sa wo mo pe se wo mbe ye bidie tua wo mo nuanom ka enti bibiara se wo hwe avenues a wo de be ye bone bi atua obi de waye wo so ka ene ko fa saa ne ma nyina ba ne ba saa pa onyankopon bebam esam se bia na de kro na esi ya enti wunua ne yes no onyankopon pe God will fight you.
Interesting because adeba ko a minyini ba kasa bia na omo eka na metibie ene se opese of pam se nwa me chrew pa busum eduomu obro me chrew se menye fosa o ka se o pam jimi for me na obechie
me de ki na abechire no because we say Church of Christ for me bre so kasa me chrew
na kasa ni na no chere se ye pese chere se ye wotumi ye bema nipa na hunu se ye no ye nye fosa and I think that that's in line with what happened in the book of Obadiah. Say nipa bedwen say me no me tua wo so ka memo wa bre memo wa feeling me e wo widie mu and Onyankopon say when you take that position he will be the one that you'll be fighting. He will be the one that you have to deal with. This is so interesting. Thank you so much.
Maminka way here won wa omutaka sa nyina so ya no me abaifo omugbo anti wo hwe power no wo no a na wo no wo ka cho se metua wo ka de waye me what I say etiniye power obeyi ene utumi nyina no enuru nyankopon de enu ntina at the end of the day obehwe na baifo no nso wu obehwe na baifo na wayare obehwe na baifo na ono so bibia de aye no isan say ayi supreme being no okese no ono no power no a supersede would no. In this award the bay, a sword by you be as one. Or no, didn't to me cast your bed. Eba beseo no free be
Yes, sir.
I say you're very careful. Mayan fire home tree and more DB, ye sika, ye nimo nyam, ye womasua, any baby a yakodro. No, unru baby, and next social media, so TikTok, you buy you be the cameras in anyone. Ekutia, nyom kwa na said Ghana. One more about nyoms, and your Christosome no. Any Christian song, no, Ekutia nkwa. We artists on more Ghana, woman you know Ekutia. Ekutia nkwa, and someone crofofa, etimidi, him a full Ekutia wonyom. And musicians, ni artists on more Ghana, or Tumayan. Etimi mobile, mintebio. No. Wamuntu nyamenyum bia. Omuntu nyamenyum bia.
I yes, a cohort by Sembebre, Abuzako. Yeah, Brady. That we want to thank you so much for today. We really appreciate the insight, the presentation, and we take full responsibility for the various hitches that happened today. And we hope say Yankopon the Domia that's a I watchna ebetwaso na yako so digital lectureship. That thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate your work.
I also have the appreciation for giving me the opportunity to at least speak on this big platform of yours.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A very big platform. Eyama who say abribiara mo fremene asempaka for be brave e baso ne ye yakasa nyame nhyira. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I know why God brought you here. I know now. I know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God, that is why I want to talk to my son, Jonathan. Who you are from? Why?
Jonathan, you say your package be bound, and so package biara ebeba me hunu no. You be blessed. You be done either. That was Obadiah Paul era or the book of Obadiah and the Abraham. Now it is just interesting. It is getting nicer, exciting, and it's just deep and deep and deep. That is what is going on. There are comments coming through. Let me read up before we wrap up today. He says he should continue tomorrow. God willing. No. Share. China be bonsam pese ode yaka satam no na obi busar obi say internet no is not helping. Yes, but when you ayetwom ko nti we kra yen kan bio yen ko de no achi no yenya no New Testament muntie de ka obi say God bless you too, preacher. God bless you for coming. Obi say we thank God for the lessons. God bless you, brother Opon. Obi say please thanks preachers. Obi say asem no mu da ho pa asem no de wa papa ebu emu da ho obia oye bone atia no kaya de ba kope say so Nyankopon ahira na wonya aware of it na de onyame ahira no so yemu ne dua obo emfa so ati say nti nam say Nyankopon wo hira obi a obo ne dua emfa ne nti no say ujai na ade mo Onyankopon na Onyankopon na so wo hira pa na no ayi nhira na firo eti yese de nyame ahira no yemu ne dua na memeka ho eti se wabo me dua kodane cause emfa da obi anim se emfa Jonathan tie onim se emfa na woso abebu bi dua bia no wachi gu ho eti no yesi bibia ba your friend wachi gu ho is it a watching live good day brethren, good work. That was Michael Udin nobody saying Makita and I said Makita yo Mike, thank you so much for watching. This is Chariot TV. Jonathan is in the house as we wrap up for today. Yo, Nyankopon ya aduma ochina digital lectureship and then ekoso na ochina Eric Owens another. They say the speakers in the say na me no. Sa oba so a adana obeba so no. Ye nyame no. Say ne ye ho say ya. Uwie ya na ya flash through the drain. Na fe ye kobo the oba na abaso. It is say we say no. We Jonathan won kwa na yenye sa de no bi ma. Friday emfa.
Yeah, some say boys let you go.
Boys, yes, say, I never call Kaya, you say, yes, no, so on, say, yes, this is it. Asem sia, now boys are true phone. Okucha. Sebeye nipa nimbegu ase. Sebeye no, obenya followers, ni viewers. Eti, among phones and some lumba, a ye ne, one ye, apoto, Joseph, ye. Among for many abram or more true, yes, be the legal wife, ne deben wife, ne de Nina, send crofo, benya followers, they do on the chill. Now I say busiate busiamuna. I say they don't care about the consequences that people are facing when these things happen to them. Okay, you follow upon say, what it now? Kako. Menana also to pako to neko. Why? To neko.
Yeah.
Enti wo de munya de moye no.
So
mweshia de obechi matana se. Obi anka se puduo ehye. Na wansa kira no nyankopon magya tomu a
ye de ba be dinijo
ye betna ho dinijo papa ye betna ho dinijo
na me fa dom ya ye be the book of Jonah, the book of Jonah. And his speaker is his Obadiah Kansem. Bita same time
Jonah was some catching. Yes sir.
Yeah, Bita's going the same time going tomorrow now. You see there on the first is so many bread. But with all the technical hitches, you know, they stayed.
The line people were still staying. Oh wow.
Yes, they were.
Actually, Mr. Senka, and yet when a year, sir, can they ever hit 50? No.
Yeah, can be hit 50 plus. Nanka,
propose stay.
So I'm for free and digital lectureship no more. They also send so and say, oh, do you dread for? And now you dread that Shannon so say what cheap. You wish ya, Macra Crubia.